friends, welcome back. So today in this video we are watching a short motivational video on Narendra Modi, and the title, guys, is beautiful. It says Namo again 2019. So reading this title Namo, it reminds me of the song Namo Nama, I think, which is from one of the movies, and it's a beautiful song. And we listen almost every day in the morning while driving in the car, because listening to God's songs, devotional songs in the morning, it's considered to be good. It makes you want to be a better person.
Yes. I mean, normally you should always remember God at all times.
Yeah.
So, by listening to the song, you're remembering the God. And if you do that, you I think you remain purified. So I listen it because, it's just great to, pray to God all the time and, purify yourself.
Yes, guys. So before we go ahead and watch this video, I just wanted to share. I don't know if you guys know about this, but I'm sure most of you would be, that PM Modi is coming to US, to America, and he's coming on September 22nd to Houston, Texas. So we are pretty excited about it, but unfortunately we cannot go personally there to listen to his speech. That's really unfortunate.
We'll see it live, I think.
Oh yes,
we can. Yeah, we will.
Oh, definitely.
We'll watch it live.
Yeah.
And
but we were in Houston, Texas, some years back, and we were there for a couple of years. But unfortunately, PM Modi did not come when we were there. But now we live so far away, so it's not possible. I mean, even if it was a few hours drive, we would have done that. But where we are, it's just not possible. So anyway, we'll be looking forward, really excited. And I'm sure all the Indian Americans will be excited in US. And I think there are around like 50,000 Indian Americans who have already, taken the tickets, and they'll be there. And there's also a waiting list.
So normally, these things happens in a stadium, and not in an auditorium, but in a stadium.
Yeah.
And the stadium goes full. So you can imagine how many people, are going to watch.
Because all Indian Americans are going to be excited. And if they are anywhere close to that area, they will definitely go.
And it is true that Houston has a lot of Indian American population.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So really, that's really good. I mean, we are so excited. So, okay, guys, let's go ahead and watch this video, and then we'll talk with you.
नरेंद्र मोदी कभी भी देश के प्रधानमंत्री नहीं बने, क्योंकि यहाँ आकर चाय का वितरण करना चाहते हैं, तो हम उनके लिए कुछ जगह बना
God, this is rude.
This is bad.
It would be disastrous for the country to have Narendra Modi as the Prime Minister.
Disastrous.
I didn't even know that these people had said all this stuff.
मैं नरेंद्र दामोदर दास मोदी ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूं कि मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखूंगा।
Beautiful.
They said a chaiwala would never govern the world's largest democracy, but he proved it wrong. He rightly said, Ajay din anawali hai.
Oh, wow.
There is India, a free society, over 1 billion people, successfully lifting countless millions out of poverty and into the middle class.
You are a revolutionary leader, in the best sense of the word revolution. You are revolutionizing India. You're catapulting this magnificent state into the future.
Prime Minister Modi is the first in decades with an absolute majority in the lower house, the Lok Sabha, because he imbued his fellow citizens with the sure hope that tomorrow can be better than today.
अपने लिए जीने का कभी स्वभाव नहीं बनता, कार्य के लिए समर्पित रहता हूँ, जब जो काम मिले वो जी जान से करता रहता हूँ, और कभी किसी गरीब की जिंदगी में बदलाव देखता हूँ,
लगता है कि हाँ अच्छा हुआ उसका, तो लगता तो और ज्यादा दबो,
Wow.
और ज्यादा मेहनत करो। तो जब किसी की आंख में संतोष देखता हूँ तो वो मुझे ताकत देता है, और मेरा एक काम है ये करते रहना चाहिए। और मैं देशवासियों को कहूँगा कि मुझे आशीर्वाद दीजिए कि मैं इससे भी ज्यादा काम करूँ, इससे अधिक लगन से करूँ, अधिक ताकत से करूँ, अधिक समय लगाऊँ, यही मुझे आशीर्वाद चाहिए।
The man who sleeps only 4 hours, works 18 hours a day. He did not take a single day leave for the last 5 years. Yeah. He always works for the betterment of India. Namo again. Jai Hind.
Very nice.
So friends, this is a short but beautiful video, really very motivating and touches your heart, and it shows how dedicated our Prime Minister Modi is, and he's trying his best to work for the betterment of India, and that's what he is aiming for, and he is succeeding. I mean, with the amount of accomplishments he has done till date, I mean, his work, it simply speaks for himself. Nobody has to say anything. His work shows it. So, I mean, as soon as he became the PM, I knew that things would turn out to be good for India. And my dad had been, he had been wanting having a ruler or a prime minister like this for a very long time. And every time, I mean, I don't know if I should be sharing this with you, but I would like to. I remember from childhood onwards that he really wanted BJP to be given one chance at least, so that they can show what they can do for the country. But all through the years, every after election, I would see my dad being a little bit sad because BJP would not win. And at that time, we were too young to understand, and we wouldn't take it seriously. But he, at times, when I would ask him, like, why do you want BJP to win? Because Dad was like, because there are some great people in that party who really want to do something for the country. So after this, once BJP has come into power, and looking at their work and their dedication, especially our PM Modi, whatever my father told me, I can see that, that was true. And I'm sure my dad is really, really happy to see that, they have come to power and they are trying their best. But very, really beautiful video. But what was very rude was when those two were telling, the first guy was so rude. He was saying that he should come here and I guess, start selling tea here, but he can't become the Prime Minister of India. But we can give him a little place where he can, go ahead and distribute tea or chai to people. This is really, really, this is not what an educated person or respected person or a person with moral would say to any human being. I mean, especially a person who's standing for Prime Minister position. I mean, there should be some regards, I'm guessing, when you're making speeches in public. So that was really sad to hear. But anyway, who all said things like that have been proven wrong. So it itself would be, now they themselves would be feeling very insulted about and ashamed about what they spoke. But PM Modi is really doing great for the country. And we are so happy. I mean, I don't think I ever remember in all the years that I have been in America that any PM or Prime Minister from India has specially come to meet Indian Americans like our Prime Minister Modi is doing. So he is showing that, you are not forgotten. Just because you're outside of the country doesn't mean that your mother or your motherland has forgotten you. So he's actually coming to meet all the Indian Americans, and he wants us also to walk with him in the path to make India progress and be in the front.
Yeah. I mean, the video starts with something negative, and even I was amazed at the kind of language that they had used.
Yeah.
And obviously, any time in any political life or any life, when you say something negative, it can come back to you on some day. So as the American, there's a saying that, if you can't say anything good about someone, then you just keep quiet.
Don't say anything.
Don't say
then.
anything.
Just be quiet.
If you don't have anything, anybody that you see, if you don't have anything nice to tell them, just don't say anything. And I think over here, probably these were not nice comments, but Mr. Modi obviously knew what he could do. And somebody who does not have his family actually has the whole of India as his family.
Yeah,
right?
that's what he also says all
right.
the time.
I mean, the whole India is his family. And I believe that I have not seen such a good politician in my life until now. And he is very, honest and genuine, and very nicely he has done things that are going to help India in the future. So he's not just thinking about the short term, he's thinking about long term and doing some things now that will help. And I mean, the great thing is that he's a friend of so many countries.
Yeah.
We don't remember any, prime minister of India who was friends with people, but he is a friend.
Other leaders of other countries.
So we saw Israel, and we saw UK, probably UK,
UK
Parliament,
Britain,
and then we saw
American Trump.
Mr. Trump. So if you look at it, right, he has made so many friends. Even the Russian.
He even went to UAE where
the Russian leader.
Yeah.
I mean, he's also a very good friend. And so the point really is that Mr. Putin. So I don't remember the name. So he is a friend of almost everyone, and even Saudi Arabia. I was amazed. The Saudi Arabian king, the younger king, he also said that India is fantastic, and whatever Mr. Modi did, he did for the betterment of the country, and it is so. If you look at it, one point when the demonetization took place, a lot of people initially were upset, but then most of the population knew that this is a very good thing.
Oh, coming to demonetization, that reminds me, guys. I mean, we remember there was so much of outrage among some people, like this is not supposed, this is something totally wrong, you should not be doing it. And guys, let me share this with you. We are in America, and as Americans, when we travel to India, we tend to bring some money back so that the next time we travel, we don't have to go through the hassle of converting our currency. So maybe someday or in the next video when we meet and we are talking about Mr. Modi, I'll show you. We've got like 1,000 rupees notes and 500 rupees notes, and quite a few, guys. So when this happened, we knew that we are going to lose that money, but we were not negative about it. We were like, if this is for the betterment of the country, a few couple of, amount of money is not going to, make us stop from what we need to do. Because black money that has been, people have been keeping or leaders have been keeping, it needs to be destroyed. And that was probably the only good way of making sure that it happens. So I'll go ahead and show you. And they're like, bank notes, such crispy ones. And I don't have a clue what to do with them.
So yeah, when the demonetization happened, we actually did contact all the Indian banks over here, but they were saying, sorry, we will not be able to, take
because it was so sudden, right?
Yeah, we will not be able to take the currency.
Yeah, can't do anything.
And for people who are outside of India, there is no easy way to get that done. You'll have to go to India and do it. So I mean, we thought that maybe there's some, and they said that there's some hope maybe in future they will allow, but that day never happened.
Yeah.
And all the currency got,
it's just paper now.
Is now paper. But we knew the reasons behind doing that. And we were very happy that Mr. Narendra Modi had the guts to do it.
Yes.
I mean, when he has come, I'm not going to name the controversial things that he has done, but they are all good for India. Yeah. And he really has those guts to get those things done. A normal person would have said no. There's going to be a lot of problem from the neighboring countries, or there's going to be a lot of problem internationally. Although they all know it's good for India, but they'll say, no, I'm not going to do this. But he did it.
So he wasn't scared.
Right.
He took those steps that were needed long time back, but nobody did take them.
So by doing that, you can see that this Prime Minister is very dedicated. He's
not scared of anyone or anything.
He's not scared. Why? because when he has won, there was a landslide victory. That means he knows there are, more than 1 billion people who are with him.
Yes.
If there are more than 1 billion people with him and they have given their support to him, he will do what he thinks is right. And obviously everybody knows the manifesto of BJP. If you looked at the manifesto, things that were in the manifesto, he is doing those. So people have voted for him and he feels now I have the responsibility of doing it, and he is very, efficient, and I will say the best prime minister that I have seen in my life who is actually doing this. And it is very good that the people of India have chosen him as a prime minister. And when he speaks from his heart.
Yes.
So when he's speaking from his heart, and the other person is also smiling. So you can say that he's not making things up. This is how he speaks. So very nice way of talking, very nice way of making relations with everyone. And the other point that probably is not relevant here, but I was surprised to see the Israel Prime Minister speaking very good English. I'm like, wow. He is from Israel and he's speaking very nice English.
Even Modi, Prime Minister Modi speaks
Modi
really
can also
good.
speak nice English.
I remember that where he and Donald Trump are sitting together.
Yes.
The last time they met. And Donald Trump, he, jokes and he tells the press that, actually this guy speaks really good English. And then, what happens? Modi, he holds his hand and then he gives a little slap. That was so cute. I can never forget it.
No. So he says, I know he's going to respond in Hindi, but he knows English very well.
It was so cute.
And then Modi's like, come on, man, take it easy. So,
Stop, bringing out all my secrets out in press.
So that was really nice.
So he knows how to, make friendship with all the people around. And that's what he's, trying to do. He's taking all the public, all Indians together and all the leaders together so that he can take them all and work for the betterment of India.
And now obviously the people who, are supporters of different, political party may have different opinion about it.
Yeah, definitely.
But what we are looking at is, we are looking at the karma, the actions that you're doing, irrespective of what that person is.
Or what party the person
what party
is.
Because we have been living here for, at least I've been living here for 25 years and she has been living for more than 20. So party is not important. When you are observing is from outside of India, like we are observing from outside of India, looking at the actions being taken. And if the actions are really good, then we will say fantastic. And that's the reason we say he is a fantastic prime minister, just because of the actions that he has taken. Every action that he takes, it looks like, wow, this is a very good action, long-term, fantastic. He's somebody who's actually doing something. When he is going outside touring the countries, he's probably making all this thought that I'm going to make India fantastic. And
better than this or equal to this. So if these countries can do it, then why can't India achieve the same?
You have to start somewhere. That's the point. Eventually you'll get there. Things can't happen like this, right? Whatever US is, it took so many years to become like that. So he's saying, hey, let me get it started. Let me start it now so that one day it'll be great. So he's, I think, done a great job.
And he knows that he has to put a lot of hard work, because they said that he's only sleeping for 4 hours.
I would not say that's a great thing, because you can ask any doctor whether sleeping 4 hours is a good thing and he will say
but that just shows his dedication.
I think they are just saying that
No, he really does.
Right.
It's been in news that he is...
I think, I would say that, all the doctors would probably recommend that he sleeps a little bit more.
For his health. Because we want him to be healthy. That's
because
definitely
for a human being, 4 hours is very less. We are talking, although he may be doing this for the country, but it is important for country also to make sure that the prime minister, stays healthy. And for healthy, you can check on the internet how much sleep is minimum needed.
8 hours is needed.
So it can be 8 hours, but as you get older, you need to sleep less.
Less?
When you go older, you actually need lesser sleep. So I would say probably 6 hours. So maybe he just needs to increase 2 hours and he'll be healthy. But I think everybody should tell him to sleep more, at least 6 hours, so that he remains healthy.
Yeah, because we want him healthy. We want him healthy.
We want good people to keep winning, term after term, so
Yes.
that they can do a great job for the country, and they have some knowledge about what's happened in the previous years, and they can then accordingly do this. Because, and that is one thing, as he was saying, that I'm starting some of the operations, starting some of the schemes, or starting some of the projects. Eh, and I don't care whether I'm going to be there tomorrow or not, but at least I'm starting it, and I hope they will
The
continue.
next person who comes
Yeah.
will continue with it.
And as we saw some movie in which they were really nicely saying that the same thing Lal Bahadur Shastri also did. He also started some things that are valid. So we are just saying that he was also another great
Leader,
prime minister,
Prime Minister.
and it's very nice that after many years now,
We've got
a great,
somebody.
prime minister has come.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, definitely. So, guys, beautiful, motivational, definitely a motivational video on Narendra Modi ji. And once again, thank you to the person, and I know he's going to know who he is, because I promised him that I'm going to do this video. So thank you to you for suggesting this video, and we loved it.
Yeah, it's a very good video. Any video that gives you happiness
Yeah.
and motivates you and shows the good things.
Especially when you
Because-
look at good
yeah.
people videos, you also feel like there are good things going around in the world, and you also get motivated to do good deeds, good things. And especially when it's about a country from where you are, and you see the progress, especially for people who are living away from the country, they are attached. I think they probably would be more attached, because just like when you're away from your mother, you miss your mother more. Same way, when you're away from the country, you miss your country too, because you have everyone, all your loved ones there. It's your country where you were born.
Right.
So when you see the progress and having such great leaders who are working for the country, it makes you feel so happy and so proud.
Right, and that is what she was saying about when you are away from your country. Any time when the national anthem of India comes, somehow tears come into eyes, and I don't think that used to happen when I was in India. When I was in India, when national anthem used to come every day in the school, they would have the national anthem. I don't remember crying.
Yeah, even I was
But-
like, we were probably would be kidding around with
Yeah,
friends and
and
all
just-
doing
yeah.
stupid stuff
Right, but
at
now
that time.
when we are outside here, and if we see, we are seeing some Asian games or seeing any other games in which somebody has won a medal, and national anthem is coming, or we see some movie in which national anthem comes, tears come into our eyes, and we don't know why. So that is one thing that I then thought, hey, that never used to happen when I was there. So as you go far from your country, and sometimes that national anthem comes, it reminds you how much love you had got in your country. And is it true that we get as much love as India over here? No, that is not true. So everybody who has immigrated over here, although they love this country, but it's not, you still feel something is missing, obviously, because your relatives are not there, your family, extended family is not
Even your
there.
parents are not
Yeah,
here.
so
Our
I mean,
parents are not here.
so because your loved ones are not here, and it's not like you have all the friends that you had in your school, in your college, they are not here. So that is the void that comes, and people suddenly that national anthem reminds you
All of that,
all your relatives and all your great friends and all the friendships that are almost kind of very little now, because if you are not in touch with someone, the friendship can only exist to some level.
Yeah.
Right after that, it's like it kind of dwindles from there. So but anyhow, fantastic video, and we are thankful for recommending such a good one.
Yes, and we are just so excited that PM Modi is coming to America. It's just like, you feel when your parents are coming to India, you feel so excited, oh, they're going to be here with us. That same feeling is coming about that PM Modi is coming here. And I'm telling you guys that all Indian Americans are very excited about it. And we are and if you get a chance, watch the speech, look at the enthusiasm of the people, the Indian Americans there. They're going to be shouting Modi, 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 Modi all the time. So guys, we'll come back again with another video pretty soon. Till then, take care and let's be ready for Modi, Modi, Modi.
Oh, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so it notifies you when I put in my new video for you to enjoy. Bye.